skip and skip X embed X share close career yardage leaders in passing, rushing and receiving for IU football. Scott Horner / undisturbed boy photo. Chris Covington, a 6'2", 230-pound senior, will fill Marcus Oliver's role this season. Oliver was perhaps the most productive middle linebacker in IU history last season. Covington, 17, went airborne against Michigan State Spartans running back Madry London. Photo, Jenna Watson / Indistar right parenthesis by photo. Bloomington. The Marcus Oliver size hole in Indiana's defense, left by perhaps the most productive middle linebacker in program history, is about to be filled by a player whose first collegiate snaps came at quarterback. And that's exactly how everyone wants it to be. Chris Covington, a 6'2", 230-pound senior, will be the Hoosiers' replacement for Oliver when Ohio State arrives August 31st, provided he stays healthy. Covington will man perhaps the most critical post in Coach Tom Allen's defense. After winning a position battle that was never really a battle. He wants the pressure and expectation to be on him. And that's what I love about him. He won't shy away from understanding and knowing that, said linebackers coach William Inch. Whenever things go down, he puts that on him. The preparation, the strength and conditioning, the summer work. He's done everything to this point to say, "Coach, I want to be the guy and I want to own this defense." Single quote double quote. More Hoosiers coverage. IU seeks consistency at running back. Richard Lago becomes a company man. Download our free InSports app for all the IU coverage. Oliver was an ever-present fixture at linebacker for Indiana for 3 seasons, plus parts of an injury-shortened fourth. He was a 2-time team captain, Indiana's all-time leader with 12 career forced fumbles and the collector of 255 tackles from 2013 to 16. He often was described as the quarterback of Indiana's defense, in part because the middle, or Mike, linebacker makes so many pre-snap calls, and in part because Oliver was such an effective on-the-field communicator. Alongside All-American Tegray Scales, Indiana's stinger linebacker, Oliver helped engineer one of the country's biggest defensive turnarounds last season. He could have returned for a 5th year in 2017, but elected to turn pro. By photo. Marcus Oliver, 44, was a 2-time team captain and Indiana's all-time leader with 12 career forced fumbles. Last season Oliver celebrated with Tegray Scales, 8, after Oliver sacked Purdue Boilermakers quarterback David Blau in the Oaken Bucket game. Photo, Jenna Watson / Indistar right parenthesis. Going into the offseason, Scales needed a new running mate, and IU's defense needed a new quarterback, so they turned to an old one. Double quote. It's single quote. That's what I wanted, Covington said. Coach Allen gave me the opportunity, and I'm taking full advantage of it. Double quote. Covington was actually recruited from Chicago Al-Rabi as a defensive back during his freshman season in 2014. With Nate Sudfeld sidelined, he took snaps as a dual-threat quarterback before his own season was ended by an ACL injury. From there, he moved to a linebacker, playing sparingly as a sophomore before appearing in all 13 games last season. Backing up Oliver, Covington made 1 start, posted 29 tackles and carded 2 sacks. Damian Willis actually started for an injured Oliver in the Foster Farms Bowl in December, but by the end of spring practice, there was little question who held the inside lane for Oliver's old spot. This summer solidified Covington's hold on the job. Double quote. From a leadership perspective, he had a great summer, Allen said. That to me was step number 1. To be able to show his teammates, show his staff, show himself that he's a guy that can be counted on to a league. Double quote. Skip and skip X embed X share close. Coaches heading into the 2017 season. Scott Horner / Indistar familiarity helped smooth his ascension this offseason. Double quote. He single quote has played the position before. Scales said, "That Mike, Coach Inge is doing a great job helping him, and he's doing a great job coming in by himself and doing stuff, helping me." Double quote. He definitely grew into his body. Now he's filling out. He's a true Mike, and that's what we need. SONEBOD White who can put a dent into the O-line. Double quote. Covington won't be IU's only Mike backer this season, just as Oliver wasn't last season. And he won't have to take all of Oliver's old responsibilities on alone. In Scales, he knows he has perhaps the Big Ten's best overall linebacker alongside him, a fellow senior who has spoken repeatedly this offseason about becoming a better and more vocal leader in his own right. Double quote. With Tegray beside me, Covington said, "It's just easier for me." Double quote. Still, the middle belongs to Covington, first and foremost. That's the way he wanted it, the way it was supposed to work, and the way it has turned out. Double quote. He knows and has embraced the expectations and the standards. Inch said, he wants to be the guy. Double quote. Follow Indistar reporter Zach Osterman on Twitter, @Zach Osterman.